Poison Ivy.
Hello guys and welcome. Today's tutorial will be tackling Poison Ivy, one of the most famous characters in the DC universe. So first off, I'm going to go in with the brows. I'm using a red face paint. You could use a lip liner or even lipstick. And I'm just going over the brows, sort of above where they start a bit, and then filling them in with this red. She has very dramatic red brows to go with her very dramatic red Poison Ivy hair. Now I'm gonna go in with some concealer on a brush and just clean up around the area since red is such a tricky color. And then I'm gonna shade the brows in the sparse bald areas. I'm using a dark maroon, almost black shadow, and this is gonna give the brows more dimension instead of just being a red. Next, I'm going into the eyes, and I've already primed them and set them with some loose powder, so I'm just going to go into the crease with a very light green and follow up with a medium green. This look is about layering. You don't want to go in with a dark green all at once because if you mess up, you can't go back, but we can always add more. Now I'm going in with a dark green eyeshadow, and I'm concentrating it on the outside, and whenever there's left, I bring it in towards the inside of the eye. Now I'm going in with a smaller, fluffier brush, and I'm concentrating the eyeshadow right at the V on the outside. I'm sort of working a halo technique, so we want to put a lot on the outside, and then we want to put some on the inner, and then leave the center blank. You can totally skip this next step. I'm just putting an aqua shadow. I thought it would be way more green, but it wasn't. It wasn't the color that I really wanted. So over that, I'm just putting a very lime green, foresty green color. This one has some gold reflex. Now I'm going in with a very light green shimmery shade, and that's going to go on our brow bone and our inner corner as a highlight. Now I'm going to tight line with a black kohl liner, and then we're going to layer on some mascara. Not a lot, because we are going to go in with falsies because she does have very dramatic lashes in a little bit. Make sure to add mascara to the top and bottom lines. Now I'm going to go into the face. Now that most of the eyes is finished, I'm just using a very glowy finish foundation. And then I'm going to go in with some concealer under the eyes and on the bridge of the nose to highlight the face. She has a very glowy, healthy complexion. Next, I'm going to set the under eyes so that they don't crinkle and they last all day if you are going to use this somewhere out, like a con or a party. Now I'm going to contour the face. Use any contour product that works for you. I'm very fair, so I have to use very specific ones so I don't look orange. Now, because I am going off of certain Poison Ivy comic book interpretations, I didn't make myself green, but what I am going to do is I'm going to add green vines with some green face paint. You can also use eyeshadow, liner, cream liner, whatever you want, liquid. But we're just going to draw on some random vines. It's just going to add some detail and fill in the face so we're not so blank. After you draw in the vines, I'm going to go back to the eyes, and I'm going to go back with that same dark green eyeshadow and put it in the lower lash line. Now in a second, I'm going to add some falsies and come back. Now what I've done is I'm adding some white face paint, some spots to mimic pollen. Now I'm just grabbing that same face paint that I dotted under the eyes and little dots and on the brow bone, and I'm putting it on the center of the nose just to add a highlight to the face so it could balance out with everything else. Now I added some red lipstick. I'm just adding some black to the inner corners to add more dimension, and then a very vibrant blush. That's the end of this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!